And welcome to the conservative special edition. I'm here in Washington County, Pennsylvania, for the kickoff campaign for Al Buchtan for the Senate seat in PA, 46th district. Yes, we're going to be starting out there in a little bit. Hopefully, you guys will be sitting there coming on here soon, and don't forget to tell me hi. You can only see so many of the comments in here, but we are in here. Vested 88 Lounge in Fredericktown, Pennsylvania, Washington County, Pennsylvania. We got a lot of people happening in here. We got a lot of people going around here because Pennsylvania needs a change. We need a change in the state government because we've got too many Democrats in there doing the same thing at the federal level that's happening in the state level. We got Democrats pretending to be Republicans, you know, those rhinos and everything like that. We've got them all in here right now, and we've got to get them out. The change starts at the state level too, and this is what's going to happen. And we've got things going on right now that has to change, and it's got to stop. You got Cameron Bartolata DeLeese, which is pretending to be a Republican, which he's not. And you got Shapiro sitting there making up lies and bullshit saying that he's got things going on, and he's got electric bills being lowered. My electric bill has never been as high. Taxes are too high. Gas is too high. And that's only because of the state government. Trump's bringing down gas prices. He's bringing down all the prices. You got Democrats out there lying about all this stuff that's happening, and it never changes. But this is why I'm coming here live for the local elections, because we need a change in Pennsylvania. And yes, I live in Pennsylvania, so we've got to get it changed no matter what, because this is ridiculous. And we have to start somewhere. You just can't do the federal election and think it's going to change everything. And that's why we're here on the local level. We've got to try to get this done, and we've got to try to get a change in PA. The stuff is ridiculous. You don't pretend you're a rhino and you come in here because you can't win an election without changing the Republican. That's what Cameron Bartolata did to get in where she's at now. They are rhinos. It's got to change. So we got a lot of things going on here. They're supposed to be getting things kicked off anytime now, but we're going to be waiting around. So I'm going to show you what stuff going on here, and I'm going to do something here. But I'm going to go away from the camera for a second so I can show you guys. If I can get it all in here, I got a speaker in my way. Hold on one second here. Let me turn around here. You see what got a light shining on there. And we got Bud Cook out here, and he's a real Republican. And he's here also. We got a lot of guys here right now, and I don't know them all, but I know Butchie, and he's back here shaking hands and talking, you know, like he's supposed to be doing. And we got a lot of things going on. So let's see what happens. And see what's going to happen here in a second. He said he's going to get kicked off, but you know, like every other person like this, you never get started off on time because you're always sitting there talking and stuff. And I'm hot right now, so I started sweating. Of course, I started sweating right before the show starts, right, guys? So don't forget to give me a shout out and say hi so I can see that you're in there. I know we got Facebook in there. I might be able to see on here. I don't usually stream on my phone like this, but definitely I can see some of them. So make sure you leave me a comment in there, say hi, whatever you want to say. And until we get things started off here. We'll get things started going here in a little bit. As soon as Butchie makes his way down here to the mic. and we'll see what's going on here. So you can see that all note. But you know what? The change starts here, guys. Change starts with new people in office. Be at the state level here in Pennsylvania, be at the federal government. We got to change. We got to keep the Democrats out of power, no matter what happens. As simple as that. Everyone, because the Democrats are the party of losers, the party of violence, the party of corruption, the party of pedophilia. They are the party of everything wrong with this country. No matter it's a state, local, or federal level, we've got to get it stopped, right? And this is where it starts. Change begins at home. And this is what we got to do. So we're going to see what's going on here and get things moving and see what's happening here. We get people going and get Butchie out there and see what's happening here. We'll get this in a little bit here. And he'll be talking. Hopefully, he'll be talking. And they'll see him over here. I can aim it over that way here. And if I could turn it, if I unlock my stuff here, and that's going the wrong way here. So let's see what's going on. Let me find the right one here. And I think it's this one. Let me find out here. Yep. There he is right there. And that's who we're here for. All right, Butchie Buchtan. Butchie. That's Al Butchie Buchtan right there. So we're going to get things going here real shortly. So hopefully he'll get moving on the phone. And here, let me give you a shout out around here. See all the people here. I can't see from back here, so I got to make sure I look around. There's Bud Cook right there. And we got a crowd happening back in here, guys. Look at that. Got a big crowd back in here. So we'll get things rolling here in a second. So bear with me when we get ready, guys. And we get started with this going on here. So you might be waiting for something going on. We'll see what happens. Bear with me if I stop talking for a little bit. You know why? Because I'm looking around and seeing what's going on here and what's happening. So I won't do that. There, Butchie's right behind me. It's in there, so I'm not going to show it right now. So we'll get busy in a little bit. Stopping and what's going on. Is he waiting for something? Right. All right, guys. We got to wait a couple more minutes here. What time is it? You got about 4 more minutes to listen to me before you get on and they start talking and stuff. And we'll see what happens. What's going on here. And this is his kickoff campaign, like I said, for the PA Senate seat for the 46th District of Pennsylvania. So that's what's going to happen here tonight. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see what everybody's doing around here. We'll see what they're going to talk about. Now, remember, a few months back, that I covered his meeting greets that he had. Not far up the road here in Michael, Pennsylvania, at the local grain hall. We got a lot of people there. So we're going to cover a little bit. That's about an hour or so once you get started. And then don't forget to join me tonight at 9 p.m. for my regular show, the Conservative Viewpoint, with the Throwback Thursday edition. It's going to be a blast. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. So make sure you're tuning in tonight. Get everybody you know. Come in, join the fun tonight at 9 p.m. It's going to be a blast, guys. We got some news updates on everything that's going on today in Minnesota and with the corrupt Democrats and what else we got going on. We got a lot of different things going on. Oh, they passed the $1.2 trillion spending package for military and DHS and all that in the House. So that's going to go over that. That's some new stuff I haven't even added yet, so I got to get home to add that stuff. Then I got some great videos for you. The Throwback Thursday part of the show. We've got some new, different kind of Throwback Thursday stuff that you're going to want to see. Something different that I've never done before. So make sure you tune in tonight at 9 p.m. Check it out. It's going to be great. Don't miss it. So he should be getting started here in a little bit here. I can't see everything I've got here. But hey, I see Colin from Scotland. Hey, Butchie. Hey, Butchie. Hey, Butch. We're even streaming in Scotland right now. Sorry, we're streaming in Scotland right now. Oh, that's Colin from Scotland. Hey, gentlemen. How you doing, Colin? This is Butchie I was telling you about. That's why we're here to kick off his campaign. Appreciate it. And it's going to be a bomb. If you're going to start talking first tonight.
We're going to start about in 5 minutes. We're going to do national anthem, and then Representative Buchtan speak, and then I'll speak after him, and then they're going to go through a bunch of stuff about the mailers and about signing petitions and stuff like that, the do's and don'ts and stuff like that, and we'll speak again.
Okay.
And get more detail into things.
All right, guys, you heard that right there from him himself. So take it for Butchie. He's got that fucking. So we're going to be seeing him a little bit later here. Like I said, we got Representative Mike Cook, and his t-shirts are down there, and I think he's on the podium over here. Let me see if I can turn this over here, and just you guys can see that on the podium over there. You see that right there? That is Bud Book, never bought, never broken. There you go, guys. I know I'm a little close there. I got to move it. I don't have a cameraman, so I'm doing this all myself. So let's see what we got going on down here. Hey, that high, Butch. That's what we got going on now. He said about 5 minutes. They're going to start kicking things off and see what he's going to talk about, see what Coach talks about, and everything. Like I said, guys, this is really important, even at the local level here. That's why I'm covering this, because we got to have change. Pennsylvania is desperate need of change. See, Democrats have been in there too long, and they've screwed everything up. Shapiro keeps sitting there going on, running his mouth, and talking about lies. He's done this, he's done that, he hasn't done a damn thing. These people pop out of the woodwork and think they're doing something special right at election time. Doesn't it seem like the way it always is with Democrats? They can hide behind everything. They can launder all this money and then just pop out of the woodwork and think they can just do what they want. That's the problem with today. And that's why we have to have a change now. So bear with me while we get this meeting moving here. In a few minutes, I hope so. What's happening, man? So we got a lot of things going. That's my friend Joey Bigucci. And got him on. I think he was on last. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So I know I keep it forward. So let me see what this says. Some of your destination have errors. Of course they do. So we lost. Who'd we lose?
Hey, everybody, why don't you all go ahead and get something to eat, and then we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and the guys are going to speak, okay?
There you guys are gonna let the people get their food on their plates and stuff while they're doing this. So see what's going to happen.
Where are we at now? What country are we in?
We're all over the place.
Are we in Texas?
We're in
Texas, Tammy.
Texas Tammy. I don't see her right now. She might be on vacation too. Because I see Colin, and I can't see all the places unless I had my computer. So yeah, Texas Tammy will be around. Everybody had to switch over to Rumble because Winston, something funny going on with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they shut down the live stream. Yeah, there's some legal stuff happening right now with this. So we're kind of leery about that place right now. So we're streaming right now at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Rumble, and Kick.
So this right here is the most important time to get everybody organized to get out get these petitions.
That's what I was telling you. I said, change starts here.
It's right here, right now. It's the beginning of it all. We really have to get the politics district back.
I'm telling people about Cameron Boyle. I don't know, no matter how you see it, you vote for Democrats, back Democrats, back her. If that doesn't help it happen, it's a Republican.
So much data, so much evidence, so many records. Our house about. It's overwhelming.
Right, and that's why it's gotta change. The Shapiro's no better.
No.
We gotta get him out of there no matter what. And I think it's Stacey Garrett.
Stacey Garrett.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why we're going for her to try to get him. But this is ridiculous. Shapiro's on here every day. Oh, and telling people he's lowering the electric utility cost or not. They, oh, 6%. Yeah. So everything. And you get off instead of telling people, oh, they, it doesn't take
I would definitely touch base on all those points you just pointed out tonight.
Oh, okay.
And, way they are.
Okay, great.
Which makes no sense, but
Yeah, but it's almost like a Republican. Yeah. Okay. You hear that? You hear that, guys? Almost loud. You're going to hear the truth right up front, no matter what. So, then why don't we just do it? Just challenge the truth. I don't think a Democrat knows how much she's got. So, and she is definitely, you're married to a Democrat.
Yeah.
You're a Democrat. I'm sure. You're
Well, especially a Democrat lobbyist.
right. And the one with the jail fraud. Right. So, you're listening to a Democrat label out of a so-called
Yeah.
Republican's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just too much there, familiarity breeds contempt.
Yes.
Just think about it.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
And that's you can't beat that fact.
No.
So no matter what you hear out of those people, it's a lie and we can prove it.
Yeah.
So keep in touch, guys. You guys will see the truth. I'm telling you.
We'll get out of here in a few minutes, though.
All right. That's all right. But winner, man. All right, guys. You're there. Right there. Senate seat, Senate and 46th district of Pennsylvania. So we're going to keep an eye on everything that's going on. Hopefully they'll get them kicking here in a second. So we'll have a lot of stuff to go over. I'm going to run as long as my battery holds out, and I'm only at 92%, so we're good to go. So we'll see what happens here in a little bit.
How are you? Before? Yeah.
Okay, great. I just had Butchie on. And we're live right now. Yeah. We're live. So hi. Thanks for some talking about Butchie about some of the stuff he's doing. Right. But yeah, talk stuff. First, like the fake Republican, Cameron bought a lot of. Don't we? Yes. And so we got it. We're told change starts here. Okay, she's going to go get Representative Cook, and we'll talk to him about what he's going to talk about first. Where's from Butchie that he's going to be first speaker to kick things off for Butchie, and we'll see what's going on. So Representative Cook right here, and he'll come up and squeeze through his mouth, and we'll talk to him about what's going on and make sure everything's good. I was hoping my mics to be on. So they are. I hope I wasn't doing this for nothing. Hi, Pat. Pat. We are live right now. Right here. Representative Cook from Pennsylvania. You're running for reelection, right?
That's correct. This is my seventh time at the table.
Heard that, guys? And what district are you running for?
So I'm running for the 50th district. I always tell people to come on the green and Washington County. The way they go. I want everybody to know.
We're not far from Frank County. We're only like a mile away from the line. So we're here tonight, and what is some of the things you're going to be talking about?
So what I'm gonna do is basically kind of give an overall view of, what we're up against. Look, it's no longer Republican Democrat. It's really about the politically connected versus the outsiders, we the people. So we the people that get engaged. Look, it starts with we the people.
Yeah, that's
Too many of us for too many years have kind of sat on the sideline. We need to get back in the game, and we need to be elective about it. Especially national level, the state level, even down.
and that's what I tell all my viewers, because, and I told her, the state starts right here. Like the state level, I said, because we got some Democrats at the federal level, state level, that's corrupt as hell. And it's gotta stop. We got so-called Republicans in here right now just trying to run in the public district that is not a Republican. And she is definitely married to a Democrat, and a corrupt Democrat, and it's gotta stop. It's got a governor that's corrupt and worthless and telling lies every time you turn around. You sit there on Facebook, you lie about them lowering utility prices, them lowering the gas price. He does none of that stuff. Saying he's giving taxes to everybody. Well, I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen a tax bill? I'm so sick of seeing all these Democrats sit up there and lie, and they use the mainstream fake news media to do it with, and they get away with it. So I sit there on my podcast, and she's talking about podcast, the conservative viewpoint. I didn't get a pin view with it, great. Like, we got to start somewhere to change it.
Yeah.
And what else are we going to talk about? I'm interrupting.
Well, it's pretty much, it's just that I'm talking very openly. I was a leadership. Getting, tried to be inclusive and tried to get everybody in. We the people have a right to what's going on. But we're in a very good position. I'm just bringing the same message I have, quite frankly, to the last.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a very good thing. Here's an amazing fact that a lot of people don't know. When they redistrict, I used to be in the district. They redistrict, they put us in 50th district. It's includes all three now. So I am the first ever elected Republican in Greentown.
Oh, kidding. Oh, wow.
Again, it's not so much about the party as it is what do you stand for, what do you go and fight, what you willing to go out and meet the people.
And I've seen you around doing stuff around the county a lot. And people don't understand it because like Sharon Butchie comes out of the woodwork at the last second and starts saying stuff that she's done, but you never seen her before this.
Right.
Until the next time comes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now, look, you this for you. And that's what we're sick about too, because all we're seeing is what they promise and they never deliver.
Right. And it, shame on us and the team. I mean, we've got all our people in common. Our theme is we've never been bought, we've never been. So we don't have those obligations. Our obligation is to lead the people. And we're a patriot first above all.
That's for sure.
So, I work really closely. I have some really good, fair media people. I'm not looking for bias. I just want fair. And the company has done really, really good about doing it. We give them the allotted time. Pleasure working for them. We just had an article that we contributed to in the Pittsburgh Post. It's had a ball play.
Oh, geez. Okay.
He's following the money and he's following the trail and he's asking the right questions. That's when the media types to dig in and follow the money. Where is it in the
Yeah, there's a lot of money going on because I do feature the Minnesota fraud that's going on. But you'll want to know more, and I'm not going to get as radical as I do on my show tonight, but I do go really, I get really mad because we know it's the federal government and Omar and Ray or Fry, whatever that mayor's name is, and he's worthless with all hell. And that governor, oh my God. I really go off on my show about this stuff. But yeah, this is the problem. And I think I recommended, and I did send a letter to the White House about starting a citizen audit committee
Right.
because it's our money.
Your money, that's exactly right.
So why are we in charge of watching where it goes? With all the money laundering that we've seen under the Democrats and everything, we don't know where that money goes. We don't know what they spend it on.
Right.
You sent the trillions of dollars over to Ukraine. Where'd that money go? And he himself, the president, guy. I don't like him either, but he said he don't even receive all the money that was supposedly sent to him. So even in Pennsylvania, we're not seeing where our money goes to. The gas taxes that's supposed to go to our infrastructure, where the hell's that?
We have this, let's say, share account money that comes to the slot. We got in.
Right. And only certain counties get that money though, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, right now, we have never found $1 million on account. I'm not saying that's missing, saying it.
What's the get account for?
So, in business, if you had 10 million, you put in accounts, you do an audit, right? We can't get certain elected officials support for things, but serve on the board.
Oh my God, that's even worse shit.
So we the people need to be aware of what's going on here and demand it.
Exactly. Okay, thank you for that. We're going to take a little bit of you, but you're going to talk. Thank you. All right, guys, you heard there, like, there, guys. So we're going to be watching this a little bit more here going on, and they're going to get started here in a little bit. They're letting these people, letting all the people here to be in their bases and stuff, and we'll get this thing going here. I'm still sweating like crazy up here. I got my coat on. I can't take my coat off right now, so we're going to sit there and wait till they get up there and get moving. And it looks like people are slowing down on their eat, so they can still get moving, and they're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance and everything here in a second. So we're going to get moving here in a second. Dave, you go to get. I got a friend of mine over here with over a while. He's bellying up to the bar right now, so we're going to get him in a little bit, and we'll talk to him because he does a lot of stuff and he watches my show and he makes a lot of comments on the show too, guys. So let me see if I can find out what's going here. That Ukraine, I have seen footage of them holding the street parties over there at our expense. Exactly, Colin. No, I can believe that, Colin. They're showing all kind of stuff over there, and they don't look like they're in war at all. Cat attack. Hi, cat attack. Shapiro needs ousted. Exactly, Pat. That's a fact right there. So we got a lot going on here, but Pennsylvania needs to change, and that's why I've really come out here to make sure I cover this, because if we don't get a change, Pennsylvania is going to continue to die off slowly. You can't afford to live in Pennsylvania unless you make a certain amount of money, or unless you're on welfare, then you get paid for it. So it don't matter. Bad audio. Well, I've got music playing behind me, Kat. I got music playing behind me, and then we got a lot of people over here. I cannot turn my mic up anymore. Let me see. If I turn my speaker up, that'll make it even worse, I think. So hopefully you guys can hear me good enough. We get started here, and hopefully the speakers are right here for the guys talking tonight. So we'll see what's happening here in a little bit. But hey, make sure you guys say hi in there so I can see you. If you guys are on Facebook, I think Facebook is down. Of course, Facebook went down too. Oh, man. The place where I want to be. And I don't know why they did that and why they've shut down. I have plenty of signal here, so we'll see what's going on. If I didn't, I will share this stream tomorrow after I get done because I gotta get back and do my other show here at 9 o'clock. So we're definitely gonna get back here. Make sure you tune in for Throwback Thursday coming up here at 9 p.m. Don't miss it. I have to keep up getting close because I can't see everything in my phone. So we'll see what's happening. I just could have brought my laptop, but it wouldn't have been there at all. So they are definitely not at war. Burned out cars are dragged into town centers in Ukraine to make it look like a war zone. Exactly, Colin. Because that's just ridiculous. And they're spending our money to do it. Every minute that you see that's going on there is our money. And we're still giving them weapons and stuff. So, stop giving them our money. Let them get their own money and do what they want to do with it. Not our own money. Let me try to put that mic up there. I have 2 mics going at one time. So tell me if it's any better when I don't hold the second mic up to me. I have a habit of doing that when I'm doing it, thinking I need to hold it, but I have one up here too. So does that sound any better? Windows in that house, I mean. Oh yeah, I know what you meant there. Yeah, none of them blown out, right? Everybody gets them fixed every time a shell goes off and blows up their house. So they fix it right away, right? Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know who else is streaming to right now. I think Facebook went down. I don't know why they would shut me off. But that's going to piss me off because they keep doing that stuff. And I got to watch because my camera's right by a door. So hopefully they'll get moving here in a second. So we can listen to some of this before I take off. Second. Got a nice little buffet going on back here. You got a bar right here. So we'll see what happens here in a little bit. And hopefully they'll get going here soon. We'll see what's going on. All right. So let me see if I can see anything else. America and the UK have given billions. That's for sure, Colin. Too much money to them. And I think we're almost at $1 trillion now with them. I know it's close to $1 trillion. But according to Zelensky, he's never seen that money. He's only seen a portion of that money. So where'd the rest of the money go? That's the problem we got going on here now. So we're going, like I said, God, I'm still sweating here inside here, and it's hard to get out. So don't get moving here before I have to roll and get back and finish setting my show up. I didn't have everything set up yet. So we're going to get that here shortly too. Hopefully they get moving like crazy. A buffet, yes, they have a buffet back there. You got a nice spread going on right up there, guys. But it's not about the food. It's about getting change in PA. And that's why we're doing this, why I'm up here streaming this guy. So we got to get the word out to everybody that lives in the 46th district and Pennsylvania to get out and Buchtan representative. Joey got, we need a change, no matter what. And that's probably why I was shut off because of them. We're going to find out when I get back and see what's going on, why Facebook's going to be off. Because not because of signal, because I'm on streaming everywhere else. So Facebook's there for me. So hopefully they'll get moving. What time is it? It is almost 20 till 7 Eastern Standard Time, guys. So we'll see what's happening here. It's moving. Looks like everybody's slowing down. Second, we'll get things kicked off in here. So you run out of things to say. So we were supposed to start going at 6 o'clock. So hopefully they'll get moving here shortly. With everything that's going on here, guys. Too much stuff, you know, with what happens when you're in a politics game, right? So hurry up and wait. That's what it's about, right? Hurry up and wait. Trillion, geez, yes. I got to get the right number on that, the real number on that, but I guarantee we're into the trillions dollar range already. Right there at the line. Oh, yeah. So we'll find out that for back. That's for sure. So we'll see what's going on. Hopefully they're ready to kick things off here. Joe,
Hey, how you been?
how you doing, Joe?
Good, bud. you do anything now that you was in podcast?
I'm retired.
So am I. All right, yeah. I'm retired 5 years ago. I had a stroke.
Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Stroke.
Kidding me.
3 years ago.
Really?
You didn't see my Facebook that I died?
No.
I'm live streaming, by the way.
I am not a living person. Trust me, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh,
For you that don't know, Charlie and I have known each other since 1990,
oh yeah.
89.
Yes.
Back in the Gems ambulance.
Yes, we run ambulance together, guys.
Yeah.
And I did not know that.
I didn't bring you live. I'm just gonna say hi.
Oh no, we're hot. We're live. I got Butchie, I got Bud and everybody already. So we're just waiting for them to kick things off here. That's
Just nice.
no, I did not. I looks good for having stuff.
Our horn.
Really? Just didn't seal.
It's like a soft spot on the baby seat.
Yeah.
We are doing it.
It just didn't close up.
The one
I never knew that. Holy hell. That's crazy, right?
vision in this eye.
Don't have it now. Don't want to tell you. That's other.
It's
Good. Oh. Well, thank God that's a little hard.
I caught it.
Did you have any analysis for that? Nothing? They give you that clot buster?
On the Amazon. They took me straight to the CT scan on the Amazon.
Oh, jeez.
Because they knew I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Took it back to me. But that's not the normal. Why?
Oh, yeah.
What are you taking? Archie. Normal Archie. Yeah. That wasn't what he called. Guess what it was? Coach.
Oh, my God. Did you hear that shit, guys?
First question.
A COVID shot.
The first question.
Oh, my
The
God.
second question was, did you want?
Hell no?
Well, I said an explicit no.
Fuck no.
Yes,
We said fuck no,
I
guys.
did say fuck no.
But that's crazy. They wanted to give you a COVID shot,
Yeah.
and that could cause you to be worse.
I said, it's causing this, and you want me to get one?
Exactly.
Why would you ask that question?
You hear stupid shit like that going on in the hospitals.
And it did happen. For people who don't believe, it did happen.
Oh my God. That is ridiculous. Somebody that just had a stroke, guys, and they're asking them to give them something that's going to cause them, could have another stroke or a heart attack. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Wow. I'm glad you're okay.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
The heart surgery that year,
They seal it up.
they plugged it, they went up through my groin. I was awake watching it on TV.
No way. Damn. They sealed it up. Wow. You hear that?
To tell you the rest of the story, we're not.
Okay, that's not, and this is PG right now. We can say fuck, but we can't do other stuff
I
on it.
can't tell the whole story.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah, we're hoping they're going to kick things off here shortly.
Those things been in a few minutes.
Hoping to get going. We're at 22. So I still got 85% battery, so I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't bring my backup battery.
Well,
So I think I'll be good for a while. When I did it in the grain, I still had 80% back there after an hour and a half. So, but I got to get back for my other show at 9 o'clock.
Thursday night. Yeah.
Yeah, I got throwback Thursday tonight, so I love that one. So, yeah, we're going to do that. So that's what we're just trying to waste time now until they get things kicked off. So,
I'm gonna actually see him and see about getting kicked off.
yeah, I only got 2 more hours left.
Right.
All right, guys, there was Joe here, a friend of mine that we run ambulance together for way too many years, guys. Oh yeah, he was a medic too, and he ended up having a stroke. I did not know this, and he probably lives, I don't know, eight miles away from me, but we don't see each other a lot. I don't go anywhere. I don't have time to do anything. I have too much to take care of.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, guys. Get your row up there.
ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats. We're gonna do the national anthem. Flags right here.
And that'll be his campaign kicking off right now, so we'll see what's going to happen here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Mr. Al Buchtan, running for the 26th Senate seat, 26th seat. The Green Washington and Mr. Buchtan.
Hey, Butch.
What a crowd. This is impressive. This is humbling. I never thought 6 months ago when I came up with this crazy idea to run for state senate that we would be getting this type of reception. And the people have been so gracious, and it's like I said, it's a humbling experience. I'm doing this for the reasons of our youth, keeping them here. Pretty much our elderly people, our taxes are too high. We want to actually cut taxes, not just cut taxes. We want to reduce taxes, whether it's for corporate tax base, for people that own companies. I know there's a lot of people in here that own businesses. Critchecks, I know they'll have some businesses. There's a bunch of people in here. And our people burden tax is way too high in this state. That's why we're losing our businesses. You lose your businesses, you're losing your population. We're losing our youth. It'd be nice to keep your youth here. My daughter, she just left. She's up in Cranberry. She won't come back. The whole area here, it's basically about corruption and how the grant system works, the LSA system works, all this stuff. It's pretty much pay to play. When you have people getting donations to their campaign and they're receiving, the donators are getting big grants. That's kind of the kind of stuff that I want to push out. I want to expose that corruption, and I will. They're not going to like me. I'm not your typical politician. It's all about dollars and cents with me, because it's your money. Everything they spend is your money, and they don't understand that. They think it's their money. We really need to do that. We really need to get rid of them. It's about record. You know, we're supposed to be conservatives. We're supposed to be Republicans. One of my main goals, and I just want to stress this tonight, you know, we have the MAGA, we have the Republicans, we have the Patriot Party. I know that I can unite those three parties and we would be unstoppable. There would be no more bickering. I mean, we have to come together. And that's one of my main goals, is to unite the three parties. There's no reason why we can't. There's little tiffs here and there. We can get rid of that and really start moving this district forward. Because let's face it, I mean, we got 31,000 people in Greene County. You got 205,000 realistically in Washington County, but they'll tell you it's 210. The 210 is because of the census. And if you go to the demographics, it'll tell you that it's because of the 5,000 Haitians in Charleroi. So we'll touch base on Charleroi a little bit later when I speak again, and some of the other things as far as the grants and different things like that. But I really appreciate everybody coming tonight. I can't believe this crowd. This is incredible. And again, it's humbling. And I really look forward to meeting with every one of you, talking and seeing what your issues are, your concerns, and trying to fix those things. I mean, our school districts are overwhelmed. They're underfunded. There's just a lot of things that need fixed. If it was one thing, you could say, okay, I can overlook it. But there's so many things. I've compiled a booklet. It's probably as thick as the Pittsburgh telephone book of everything that has been wrong. And that's why I'm here. I really didn't want to have to do this, but somebody has to. So with your help and your support, I know we can win this thing. And, you know, when the people fear the government, it's tyranny. When the government fears the people, it's liberty. And May 19, you're going to have liberty because we're going to win. So I'd like to have Mr. Cook, wherever he went. Our House Representative Bud Cook, would you guys welcome him up here, please?
He says I've forgotten notes. From the 50th District, Green in Washington County, where we invite you to come home and go think and have a ball. I'm state representative. And it occurred to me when I first got elected, people did not know where Greene County was at. People did not know where Washington County was at. They didn't know what we were about. I wanted them to know exactly what we were about and why we were there. You know, the last time I looked, it still starts with we the people, doesn't it? And from my perspective, it's so refreshing, number one, to have this young man here tonight. I now have a partner. But more importantly, we have you, we the people. You may not realize it yet, but we need you to get back in the game. We need you to take your country back. It's no longer about Republican or Democrat. It's about the politically connected that'll cut any deal to get ahead personally, as opposed to the people that are out there like Butchie and I that are there to represent you, to do your business, to fight the corruption that's in there. They do a real good job of burying it underneath. This is my 7th time to the dance. Back in, 2018, boss, when they did redistricting, they put us in Greene County. That was designed to get rid of me. There had never been a Republican elected in Greene County. They sent me to heaven, baby. Grew up in the Mon Valley. I was a U.S. Steel union worker. My dad was president of his union. I get it. I'm one of us. I sit on that house floor and I take a look around and I ask myself, how many of these people have ever had to make a payroll? I can remember rolling pennies to make payroll. Everybody thinks just because you're in business, you're rich. All they ever do is see you take money. Not how it works. You have to really kind of work at it to get it there, to do the whole thing. So, in it for one more term. Now that I have Bucky coming on board, he's going to take care of business on the 19th.
They're not going to like me.
Yeah. My whole mission is to educate people. You know, it's your money. It's politically connected, shouldn't be deciding where your money goes to their favorite operations. And here's the most important part of this. We can't do this alone. There's too much money invested on the other side, on the politically connected, driving that way. We, the people, got to take back our government. All levels, top to bottom. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I feel like my 10 years have not been wasted. Took us a while to kind of get there. Never bought, never broken. I will share with you one number. 2018, boss, they spent $500,000 to oppose our candidacy. I want you to get your arms around that. The job at the time probably paid $85,000. Why do you go spend $500,000 to get rid of somebody? People need to take our government back. Power to we the people. Thank you so very, very much.
So I'm Cheryl Kiefover. I manage Representative Cook's campaign. I politically advise for him. I'm Butchie's local political advisor. This is Mindy, his wife. She's his campaign manager. What we're going to be doing from here is what we ask of everybody in this room is that if you want to get involved in help, you want change, we would like you to help with petition signatures, and that's getting 30 signatures on one page. That gets them on the ballot, and a signed name on a signature on a petition page is a vote in the hand. So if we can get 3,000 signatures, we've got it in the bag, and that's what our goal is right now. So if you guys can commit to that, we really appreciate it. And then helping at some polls, and we'd like to organize that tonight with y'all while we eat and drink. And if you guys want to talk about anything else, Mindy and I are going to be floating around, helping everybody out, teaching you about petitions and what that means. And Kristen, if you want to come up and talk to them about what petitions are and how to maneuver around all of that, that would be great. Kristen is the leader of the Patriot Party. And we should also point out that there's quite a few people from WCRP here. There's a few people from Green County Republican Party here, and we appreciate everybody being in-house tonight. Kristen, go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Cheryl Smith, is Kristen Vanderman, and my group, I'm trying to figure out something, guys, we can't hear you. Thank you. You rescued me. And my group is the Washington County Patriots. What I was asked to talk about tonight is petitions. So why are we here and what are we going to accomplish? We're going to discuss the petitions and how we get the signatures. Now, I want to start off by bragging just a little bit because the Washington County Patriots, when we got petitions for Josh Prince and for Maria Batista, there are 67 counties in Pennsylvania. So I want to point out that the Washington County Patriots were, I believe, #1 in the number of signature petitions for Josh Prince, and we were #2 in Pennsylvania for number of signatures on the petitions for Maria Batista. So I think that's pretty good. So each candidate needs to have a certain number of signatures on his petition. That allows that candidate then to be placed on the ballot so the voters can vote for him. We are only discussing tonight Al's petition, and I'm calling you Al rather than Butchie because this is going to be our next state senator, and I'm going to refer to him as Al Buchtan. Now, on his signature needs, on his petition needs 500 signatures total. So this is what the petition looks like, and I know it's that you can't see this in the back, but on this one page, you get 30 signatures. This is front and back. So Al needs 20 pages of 30 signatures on a page, and then he will have the number of signatures that he needs to run. So we're going to review the petition first without the signatures. on the top of this petition, and we're only going to discuss one county. Now we'll be running in 3 counties, but we're only going to discuss Washington. So on the top of this signature, this is for Washington County. All right. And the top of the petition will be completed for you. So it is going to have the year of the primary, which will be 2026, Al's name, the office he's running for, his home address, and county of signers is Washington. What I want to emphasize to you is I want you to think in kind of a block. So this is the Washington County petition. Everyone here has to live in Washington County, and the circulator on the back has to live in Washington County. So for right now, think Washington, Washington, and Washington. So number of signatures, 30 on a page. When you get your petition, you're going to be handed a petition packet if you volunteer to get signatures for Al. But when you're handed your volunteer petition packet, you need to hit the ground running. That will start February 17th is your petition signing period through Tuesday, March 10th, which is 3 weeks. But think of the weather. We've got snow, ice, rain, sickness. You guys aren't going to feel like going out every single day, no matter how enthusiastic you are. So start on Tuesday, February 17th to get your signatures. Now, how do you get the 30 signatures? So number one of the things that I do, and I think it's incredibly simple, if your next door neighbor or somebody on your street has 2, 3, 4 Republicans in their house, you can drop off a petition at their house and just tell them, I'm going to drop it off Tuesday the 17th, and if it's okay with you, I'll pick it up Sunday, the whatever, at 5 o'clock. My neighbor, for example, I get 15 signatures from them, from a next door neighbor. Another way that you can get signatures is to drop your petitions off at businesses where you know. If archery shops, archery ranges, gun shops, restaurants, that make it comfortable for them. Put the petition maybe on a clipboard and just say, I'd like to drop this off here. If you get 1 signature, that's fine. If you get 15 signatures, that's fine. Because a lot of times people feel a little bit intimidated by getting a lot of signatures in a business. But that's a great way. We've taken ours around to gun shops and we've had 30 signatures on a petition. So now we're going to talk about what the do's and the don'ts of the petition signing. So we made for each of you, and this will be in the petition packet. This is a little cheat sheet. So you can review this on the bottom. This is a code, and this is going to, if the person does not know if they are, how they're registered, Democrat, Republican, if they're registered, all of the information will be on this QR code. So we'll give each of you that, and you can look that up. So again, Washington County Republican voters, Washington County circulator. So number 1 on the first column, and this will be written down for you, signature of elector. So the person signing, this is going to be his legal name. Now, I used to say that it's what was on the voter card, but now I think we say your legal name as it is on your driver's license. When people sign a petition, sometimes they're nervous. So you want to maybe get a clipboard and I kind of put my hand over this part of it and just say, take your time. We don't need to hurry here. And we're going to write your name.
Okay, guys, while she's talking,
It just
here, I'm
slows
going
them
to
down.
sign
You
off.
want to make them feel
While
like
she's
they
over
have
here
to
talking
rush
about the
through.
petitions.
In the
Here you have it,
second
and we're going
column where it says
Yes.
printed name of the
Yes. time
they're going to print their name exactly the way they wrote it.
So with that being said, guys, I'm going to see you at
Then,
9 p.m.
the
tonight
next column is house
from a
number.
conservative view.
This is
On
the
a cast our
physical
background
address,
edition.
no
Make
post
sure you
office box.
don't
This
miss
is
it.
the actual
Until then,
street
guys, I'll see
or
you
the
later. Have a
actual
great night.
house number where they live. Next column